Hey guys, Leah Moore here from Not Yo Mama's MLM podcast. And I have been training up a storm today. So it's a double-edged sword. I got to tell you, when you are teaching and training and coaching other people, it is a double-edged sword. You are learning and relearning your own crap. But at the same time, when you go to turn off, sometimes your brain just doesn't turn off and new ideas keep coming. So you have to keep training. You have to get it out because you could lose it. And this is what happens to me all the time. So here I am in my car driving, which I tend to do it either with a podcast on or silent. And when I do it silent, that's when ideas come flooding in most of the time. And so I had to get on and had to start giving y'all the goods. So the thing that I was thinking, oh, guys, it is so bad because so much of the stuff that I was talking about is not even recorded. So I just went through this entire thing and none of it recorded. So that's a beautiful thing. So the thing that I was thinking about was the fact that so often, in the last episode, we talked about being a business owner versus being an entrepreneur, what it means, the difference, and really being able to step outside and being able to create and not worry about the hows, but the who's that can take care of some of the hows that we need to have things done, right? In order to really be able to run our businesses on the next level. And yet most people who approach MLM, who come into MLM, aren't even coming from the business perspective. They don't have a business mindset to begin with because we're coming out of the world of being an employee, right? And that's a really, really tough, super tough wall to get through because we've been taught to be employees for over 20 years of our lives. Thanks to our school systems here, specifically in the United States, and you guys know how much I harp on this all the time. I'm sorry if this is getting old for you, but the point is that we have been trained to be employees for years, thanks to the likes of, Henry Ford and the industrial age and the fact that we needed to create factory workers. So we needed to create a workforce that was intelligent enough that could do the work, but not intelligent enough to ask questions. We wanted to create people who could follow the directions because they could read, they could write, they could speak, but they didn't necessarily need to know exactly why. And that's what our school systems have created. They've created a 9-to-5 mentality. They've created the 1 hour lunch or the 45-minute lunch hour that we get. 45-minute lunch hour, that totally makes sense, doesn't it? But in other words, everything that we know has been ingrained in us, has been indoctrinated in us for 20 plus years of our lives. And then when we go on to college, we created the college systems originally as a liberal arts thing so that we could actually create more opportunities for people to become more business owners, for people to expand their world a little bit more. And then we basically niched that back down into, you need to have a specialty. You need to be able to do this. So we basically have come full circle on all of that. And it's, we've basically tied ourselves back to this 9-to-5 mentality. And even as a contractor, I've worked as a contractor for years because, hey, I felt like I had a little bit more freedom over my life because I wasn't beholden to somebody else. I wasn't basically working on someone else's schedule and having to be dictated on when I could take off and when I couldn't take off. But essentially, when it comes back down to it, it's the same thing. And we are doing no different. And this is the reason why people can transition into MLM, because if you can give me the exact work structure I need, then I can do it. And so we're bringing the employee mentality into a business owner world, which is going to translate a little bit better. We definitely have some hurdles to get over there to get out of that, having to have someone tell you what to do all the time, into learning how to become a business owner and being able to manage your own time and being able to make decisions for yourselves, which we definitely are not taught to do. But even taking that one level further and knowing that we have to shift out of that mentality. We have to shift and bypass the business owner mentality altogether and get over to the entrepreneurial side if you really want to find the benefits of your business. You really want to excel in an MLM, because just by doing all of the income producing activities, by doing all of the stuff, right? By knowing that we have to follow up with 20 people a day and you have to reach out to 10 new people a day and you have to do this and you have to do that and you have to do this. You are doing all of the activities in the business. And in doing all of the activities, you've basically become an employee to your business. And some people talk about, work your business like a job until it pays you like whatever else they call it. I don't remember. And so that mentality of employee mentality is being brought into the MLM space, because essentially you are a business owner. You are doing all of the things. And the great thing about being in MLM is a lot of the who's are already taken care of for us. We don't have to figure out how to do a bunch of stuff, because the who's of how to do that. How do we deliver products? How do we follow up with sales? How do we ship things? How do we develop products? How do we develop new products? How do we, process payments and orders? And how do we handle, troubleshooting and things like that? All of those things are taken care of by the who, and that who is your MLM company. The problem is that we aren't looking beyond that. And so we basically just become commission salespeople for our business, which is already being taken care of by our company. And so we aren't being able to bypass that mentality and to get to the next level, because we are just basically beholden to our company and doing all of the things. We get stuck in the minutia, in the tracks of doing all the stuff so that we can actually be successful. But at the same time, instead of finding success, we just become employees to our business. There's really no difference. And we really want to, the idea that we're sold in the MLM space. The idea is that we can actually only work a small amount of time and make exponential amount of money, and that we can stop trading our dollars for hours and start being able to, sell things on a larger level, create more money in our lives, do more of these things. It's not happening because we're using the wrong mentality. We're still using the mentality of being a business owner as opposed to being an entrepreneur. And as an entrepreneur, your job is to create revenue generating activities, which means, or your job is to do revenue generating activities, not income producing activities. So it's getting out of the minutia, getting out of the details, and getting into the big picture and creating the stuff that needs to be created so that somebody else can do the how. So how do you reach new people? Well, guess what? I'm going to create the stuff that goes behind it, and then I'm going to push a button, and that button is going to be the who is going to do the stuff for me. That's my sales funnel. That's my email marketing systems. That's my webinars. That's my challenges. All of those become the who of delivering my messages that I have, delivering my hooks, delivering my offers, delivering my messages that I have for people, my stories, so that I can move past being a one-to-one activity and I can do a one-to-many activity, and I can actually build my business on a larger scale. So yeah, guys, that one got broken up a little bit on you. I hope that made a lot of sense. And the fact that there is a transition we're making. And there's definitely a huge transition from being an employee to being an entrepreneur. But there's also a big transition from being a business owner to an entrepreneur as well. And there's a big transition, and that transition is happening in the MLM space because we're taking back the ownership of being commission salespeople, because essentially you're in sales. So you need to learn the craft of being in sales. You need to learn how to create offers. You need to learn how to craft messages, and to then have the who's who are going to do those things for you. You're going to put systems in place that are going to do a lot of that for you so that you can continue to evolve and expand the offers and the opportunities that you can bring value to the marketplace, to your individuals, to the people that are actually purchasing from you. And I'm so excited that is something that, we are continually doing and are really focusing and honing in on in the One Funnel Away Challenge with the MLMers, the MLM unicorns. Guys, as I said before, we've got an amazing crew going right now doing this next challenge that just started this last week. But the really cool thing is we just opened up another challenge, and it's starting August 19th. So if you are interested in actually taking your business to the next level, if you're interested in actually mastering the skills that it takes to be able to exponentially grow your business and to stop doing the minutia, stop being a part of every detail of your business, stop tracking and tracing down people, stop having to do manual follow-up with people, stop having to hunt down people to become a part of your business or to sell your products to, and be able to really begin to look at your business on a larger level, to be able to create more opportunities, to bring more value to the market, then this challenge is the best thing for you. The best thing for you to do is to go over to leahmoore.com/MLM-OFA-challenge, join the challenge, and join us on August 19th for the next challenge, not the very first time, but for the very first time for you to start building your funnel, start learning marketing and offer creation and messaging that's actually going to change the way you do business, which is the direction and trajectory that all business is going. And we don't want to be the last ones to get there. MLM has been stuck in the 80s for so many years, and it's time to take it moving forward. So guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.